Today we will discuss about the superolateral surface of the brain. Superolateral surface of the brain, it is basically divided into four parts by two major sulcuses. One is posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus, which divides it into this is temporal lobe, and here the central sulcus, which reaches the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus, that divides the brain into frontal lobe. It sulcus is like this. This will be the frontal lobe, this will be the parietal lobe, and this will be the temporal lobe. And here parieto-occipital sulcus and lateral sulcus, the imaginary line extends, and the point where it meets, from there we have the occipital lobe. Now we will discuss about the frontal lobe. Frontal lobe is basically has the two major sulcuses, that are superior frontal sulcus and inferior frontal sulcus. Here we get superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, and inferior frontal gyrus. Now we will discuss about the temporal lobe. Temporal lobe, it has basically two major sulcuses, that is superior temporal sulcus and inferior temporal sulcus. Here we get the superior temporal gyrus, middle temporal gyrus, and this is the inferior temporal gyrus. Where the superior temporal sulcus moves forward, around this we can find the angular gyrus, and above that we can find the supramarginal gyrus. Now here we can see this is the central sulcus, which the central anterior to the central sulcus we have, this is the precentral sulcus, and posterior to that we have the postcentral sulcus. Through the postcentral sulcus we have another sulcus which extends, that is the intraparietal sulcus, which divides it into superior parietal lobe and inferior parietal lobe. That is the superior parietal lobule and inferior parietal lobule. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we will discuss about the occipital lobe. Occipital lobe, here the extension of this calcarean sulcus, we can see this is the calcarean sulcus, and this is the lunate sulcus. 1, 2, 3. This is the parieto-occipital sulcus, and this full is the occipital lobe. Here